What does it mean?
What does it mean to be happy in a world where the whole country is going to go to your internet? That's basically what the news is this week. We've got European Wikipedia sites go dark to protest copyright reform. We've got the EU. It was rejected. Hooray, I think. I don't know a ton about it, to be completely honest. Apparently makes sense. Uganda has a new Uganda has a new social media tax, which is like actually incredibly expensive compared to how much people make in general over there. Where is it? Good.
Oh no. Couch. This is a entire shirt here. You must like it.
I see it. It's not, but I see
So
it.
then he made it's underneath his his unboxing.
Yeah. Yay, PIA! If you need to get around certain social taxes in Uganda, and you don't need a VPN there because you'll be doing interactive stuff in like real life and things, because it's fun and good.
Access.
Yeah. So let's start at the top. Wikipedia did a little bit of a protest in the EU to protest copyright reform, and how they did that was they basically turned off two different sites within Wikipedia. So Wikipedia, you pick your language, and each one of those is essentially kind of its own thing. So I believe they turned off the
It's in Spain?
something like that.
Oh no, Italy.
Spanish and Italian. The Spanish and Italian editions in Europe were off essentially.
So if you do this, you just this text that was like
So it was supposed to be mains on the forum. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
a main user.
Yeah.
You just said it was like seeing information. You're seeing a description of what they're trying to do and the ways that it will affect.
Look at this night that we got going on right now. There we go. Whew. That was slow. I don't think that was Engadget's fault. I think that's us. But yeah. So that sucks for anyone who had to research anything at that point. Oh man, like you could probably just go to a different version of Wikipedia and like translate the page or whatever. But yeah.
So it's part of the European Parliament's vote on the controversial EU copyright directive, which is the first time the region is updating its copyright list since 2001. They're ostensibly trying to modernize them, but it kind of looks like it's a war between Congress, like movie studios and their business. The decentralized internet of people who just want to remix and create and upload.
Like memes. That's been at the center of this for a little while. That's how a lot of people have actually heard about this, is the meme problem. But it's to do with a lot of other things as well.
And the link text.
Yeah.
So there's two articles within the big thing, which we have linked in the WAN doc here.
So if you are watching this later on, you can check the WAN doc in the link below the YouTube video or SoundCloud. Yes, there is an audio only version of this, actually, and you'll be able to find it there.
The Article 11, which will require
Also posting in the chat.
websites to pay a fee to link to news publications or to use snippets from their articles. So if you Facebook and you see an embedded snippet, embedded link to another article where you've got a thumbnail image, by the time maybe a description of the content, Facebook wouldn't be able to show it unless they paid some kind of license fee to the owner of that content.
Oh.
I think that's pretty.
It's difficult.
As if Facebook is just going to spend every day licensing different pieces of content that get uploaded to the internet that day. It doesn't make any sense.
Check out this one quick thing. I just want to show, how wonderful this is. We're able to stream. I can't even like load web pages. The stream is working, but I can't see the chat. So, I am actually not 100% convinced that it's working. While this tries to load.
Apparently there's an exception in there. People were concerned about link text, where if you've got text and that text is hidden because it's a hyperlink, we're distributing on this here. You wouldn't have that here. Link with paying the text consumption for that.
Okay.
Yeah, just that's what the internet's based on. That's what Google is based on.
Yeah.
Consumption engines to use your inputs.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be linked to other platforms, aggregators basically, because they're just putting few content without paying you enough.
Or be used as an image sharing host when that's not where you're supposed to be, etc., etc.
Yeah, a bit of it is like a lot of music artists aren't making from YouTube, that's making from Spotify. So
Okay, we're good.
That's what these musicians just to reach with YouTube and kind of stain the whole internet with a
Yeah.
shotgun blast.
Yeah. Okay. So my webpage finally loaded. So Twitch chat people, there's the link. There you go. Sorry about the delay.
Yeah. So Article 11,
Yeah.
and there's Article 13, which requires websites to filter user submissions and check them against copyrighted work.
Is so brutal and would just crush the forum, everyone's forum.
Yes. And allow users to post text, images, and edit. Need to and filter content. A bunch of brutal implications, which are nicely summarized by this party of
Every single
Europe.
UGC site, user-generated content site, would just be destroyed.
Wikipedia was protesting.
Because yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Even pretty good about like making sure everything's okay, but like policing everything would be
So here's a list.
insane.
Can I send this to you? Can you click on this one?
Which one?
Source 4.
This
Down there.
Boop, boop.
I don't know, you feel this bias because this is definitely one side of the argument here. This is Julia Reda, who represents the
Pirate Party.
the Pirate Pack.
You can find good information from. Knowing is always better.
Go down.
You can find good information from there.
Consequences list.
Freedom of expression limited.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Independent creators harmed. Yeah.
And that's inflation and stuff, because if you have a platform that gets user-generated content, if you need to police that, it takes the staff, or it takes algorithm, all those things cost resources, so something just sort of incumbents and small businesses in regulation that they just can't handle.
Yeah. It's really interesting when the place is getting people to legitimately go to a Pirate Party website and be like, yeah, that makes sense. Conspiracy. That's an interesting position.
At this point, sense risk. Due to development for monitoring technology, this will likely end up like the technology would be outsourced to some major players who make that kind of thing. So there'd be a few players who are the gatekeepers, so everything's being uploaded. So this data, a large segment of the population is uploading.
Yeah, that seems to go. Okay, it doesn't go against GDPR or GDRP. I always forget which way that goes. But it doesn't go against it. RP.
So the same thing.
I'm like, yeah. It doesn't go against it. I think it goes against the point almost, because I think the point is to try to reduce the amount that you're monitored online. If you don't want to be a certain website anymore, you can ask them to remove all your stuff. If those aren't allowed to keep your stuff for way too long, blah 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 blah. And it's just like, which it doesn't technically go against it. This would be allowed as long as it was disclosed and everything was okay, and you could delete it if you wanted, blah blah blah. But it's just weird. Yeah.
The Wikipedia protest thing was a few days ago. I think it was on Thursday that they had their first vote. It's over. They're listening to the drawing board. We're going to rework the proposal, and then all of the members of European Parliament get to vote again on September 10 to 13. This is Sweden.
Yeah. It's a disaster for posting that on the forum.
Yeah, that guy's legit.
Yeah.
People are saying that we look super saturated.
We are super saturated.
We're not, though.
What?
I've been told by the people who set it up, it's not actually oversaturated. It's what the colored light on the back wall looks like.
Blue wall. That's a reddish, pinkish light on that red wall, and then there's pink LEDs behind that red wall. So they'll just look crazy because they're blue and as blue and being shiny.
Is rosy cheeksy, just full of rose.
Or yeah, I've never been outside.
But you drink your milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing incomes from that.
Is everything good?
It's our close, but we think it's because the independent colors of lights on the color.
It looks fine on ours.
Totally, because we have a gaming monitor that isn't rated at all. So it looks like.
On all of ours, it looks good.
Okay, cool.
With it.
It's fine.
Just get on their showroom for your TVs.
Oh my goodness.
Those TVs.
Speaking of apparently, for a reason. Okay, if you guys haven't heard of it, there's I believe it's a soccer team, and coach was just kind of exploring around for what I don't know how this ended up happening, but
it's a team of 12 boys and their coach.
Yeah, they were doing this, but they were exploring a cave. That's cool. Outside extracurricular activities kind of situation.
They have two.
They have two. Like if and I'm getting pushed back into the cave because as it flooded more and more and more, they have to keep getting higher ground and getting to more air and all that kind of stuff. So they really they have that. I don't know.
Some dude told me like 6,000. I think it said 2.5K, which is a big discrepancy. But that's and like
Yeah.
just need to retreat deeper into this thing.
So I think at the least the flood sections is 2.5K because it takes even the most experienced divers up to 5 hours.
That's right.
To swim through the 2.5 kilometers of jagged, narrow channels from where what? I guess you're not that many atmospheres down because you're like just barely under the water. Okay.
Certainly. So this thing on the 23rd of June, there were just 13 days later of British divers.
Yeah, rescue.
Thing. Just you can. It's too easy. They have a possibility of being ways to swim, but this can even swim. They just swim and dive. To dive. This thing is because there's probably just get ripped off because it's like super.
To super tightness too. These guys have to be they're master divers for sure, but they like would have the tech certificate because there's certain points where you can't have your tank strapped to your back because it fit. You couldn't to like run them by their side, or had to just like go off for a second, throw the tank through, swim through, and then hook back. I don't know what the situation is, but this is not a simple dive.
So, tragically, Navy SEAL from Thailand actually died.
No.
And was way back.
I didn't know that. That sucks.
So there's a you can just keep bringing them food. There's a technique because the middle of rainy season, which was since October, I think, and there's requested for the wind. There's been much rain, so we're just gonna keep coming. Places to go. Be places to go.
Yeah.
Oxygen is dangerous. It's like 15% or something like that. So 10 rescuers with the boys who delivered food and stuff, and their doctors and nurses.
And boys.
And for those rescuers just to leave because they're just too much oxygen. And bringing oxygen tanks into the chamber just so they can breathe.
That's pretty wild. Just because I have no internet. I'm gonna try to go on.
What?
I can't believe this is happening. Look.
Oh, good God.
Where's the phone? I did the LTE on my phone. I'm gonna try to go on.
Looks at all.
Yeah, whatever.
It's in part of there.
Like, freaking tons of it, right?
Like millions.
Yeah.
One of them. Holes. Here's the. And this is where Elon comes in. Two of those things. You can see Professor using some accelerated thing.
Yeah.
And two, using company engineers who he can hear in some way.
So insane that he just got involved. It's a joke. Can you help with this? Everyone just thinks that's like, oh well, there's no way he can help. He's saying he'll help in any way he can. Maybe he'll donate a bit and move on and everything.
No, he's just engineers.
Well, out faster. And then this was my favorite one. He also discussed the possibility of inserting a nylon tube into the cave to flare like a bouncy cat.
Tube.
So there's a long tube, 2.5 kilometers presumably, and then you could just yeah.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, this doesn't solve the problem if at the end of the deepest chamber they can get to.
Yeah.
Can we get some?
And make a video. Yeah.
You can.
Heck yeah. I would die.
Oh my God.
Also a fairly large person, so these confined spaces sounds like.
You imagine these kids in there for 9 days before they even
If we're gonna get out, that's insane.
just in the rain and not eating. They're all super weak when they get found. Holy cow. So, to those kids.
At least they didn't eat each other. Oh, that sounds insane, but that's like happened.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a rugby team that got lost in the mountains or something? Like
There's a movie, I think it's Alive, where there's like a plane crash.
something like that, yeah.
They referenced it in The Simpsons. I saw it when I was a kid. That I know.
But that was a thing. Anyways, a rain is expected. There's a bunch of different rescue teams. People from all over are trying to help, and this has been quite documented. So if you want to learn more about it, you can check it out. But yeah, apparently Elon is getting involved because that's the world right now. That's how that works. Something crazy happens, so Elon shows up.
I think
I'm really sad that Navy SEAL died.
you actually see footage from the inside the cave with the original pursuit of them when they were speaking to them. You can see from these and stuff. Show. Maybe above the ground. Pieces. We're into the next topic.
All right. Yeah. Social media is now a taxable activity.
Let me take in a internet soldier went on this afternoon. It was with this.
Okay.
First, to like,
This was supposed to be Dodgers on the forum.
which is on the forum. It's something about this. Social media is taxable. What? So, that we has told the SPs that they must block users from going to certain sites, namely Twitter,
Facebook, WhatsApp, Tinder, and dozens of other
especially
services.
Tinder, unless they pay this. It's not really a subscription fee; it's a per day fee of about 5 cents US, which is 200 shillings. And multiple African nations whose currency is a shilling, it's the Caribbean stuff. Cool. Maybe I have doubloons somewhere.
Doubloons, that would be sweet.
70 cents a day. I don't mean to belittle, be insensitive. I just should forget to hear the word shilling. Anyway, I'm gonna reach those
didn't
tickets.
think it was
Is
a
how
problem,
deep
but
I'm
we're-
digging. It's a significant money to us. Keep in mind that how many is it? Millions of Ugandans who serve less than $1 per day. So for this to be 5 cents, or the per capita income is $600. So a year this would be $1,900 if you paid the cents for every year. There's also an incentive to sign up for a month in advance rather than paying per day.
Okay.
Okay, so you think just from some
Someone in the chat, which I have to read off my phone because what the heck is going on? It says that Portugal is doing a similar thing right now.
hold on. But this, it's like it's just
Yeah.
it's just a user for internet infrastructure. Wait a second. That's just usually just be right. So, when you see the average per capita income, it's that there's just many people. There's people that boost people, and so there's poorest people who live outside of actually affected by this. They're probably not the internet users for this because they won't be internet users after this. So is it a system of control? Is it people to communicate themselves because they can communicate with each other?
Can afford it.
This is censorship. Wikipedia, huge years of inking to and oppress oppositions, politicians, and in 2016, the government ordered most players to social media platforms. The government just Twitter, Facebook, and WhatsApp, increasing society costs. Opposition argued that the ruling was put in place to prevent the public from reporting irregularities in the election process.
And to note the opposition thing, Uganda's president is serving his 7th term right now.
Yeah, so elections are fishy.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Anytime you have a gang of people to harass.
To keep the peace,
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
ostensibly. Actually, it's in neighboring Tanzania doing similar things, which is the next topic here.
Yes.
A little differently. What did they do? Oh yeah.
Officially dubbed the Electronic and Postal Communications Regulations 2018. Not ACT or anything, just 2018.
This is a practical thing that I took out of there. Huge name. Basically requires online content creators, which includes traditional media websites, online TV video channels, so individuals and bloggers, and like regular people, podcasters, roughly 10 shillings, which is $930 in additional licensing fees. So if you create content, you have to essentially a license. That's a ton. I wouldn't do that.
Even for like a more wealthy nation, where like your average person has more wealth per capita, that's still a lot of money.
If you can 1,000 subscribers, which is hard to get, you screw this.
Yeah.
No. So creators must do these things. Creators must store their contributors' details. Use like a little news network. Contribute to your. You have to store the author's details for 12 months, and the means of sources, and disclose potential sponsors, which is swelling. It's too sweet. That's like as
Yeah.
cafes must install certain apples.
Sponsors, I don't really mind that too much, but the
Well, what's involved in
I was
their
just-
contributors' details?
part I did.
Address and stuff.
part I absolutely
What
mind.
is that?
But the like disclosing financial sponsors, I guess it would come down to what details they want of the financial sponsors and how they have to disclose it. I guess being okay, we're paid whoever to do whatever. I don't really see a problem with that. But the rest of it,
Yeah.
computers details for 12 months. Of course, that's not great. Cyber cafes must install surveillance cameras.
Yeah, and then there's this vague language like failure to comply with the regulations, which also for the online content that is indecent or annoying or that leads to public disorder, which is
What is that?
like me.
Yeah.
Comply with that is going to result in a 1 million shilling or $20 fine. A jail term of less than a year, or both.
So you're screwed, basically.
There's YouTubers and stuff in Tanzania who have up.
Yeah, so Tanzania's GDP per capita, like I was saying earlier, $879. So you wouldn't be able to afford, like the average person there would not be able to afford
a year's
license alone, let alone if you ever screwed up, that's over 2 years worth of income.
Yeah.
With no other expenses at all.
Famous YouTubers called the idea that this is like a tax. The idea of using this as just like another form of taxation. A flimsy excuse.
Is he just screwed then?
Promoted by the government to restrict free speech. And it's even interesting earlier year.
One blogger, not necessarily a Tanzanian blogger.
I think it actually was. I think there were one blogger. It actually is this particular woman.
Well, I'm worried about that person.
So it's even easier because the one like WikiLeaks there, Swahili WikiLeaks site called Jamii Forums. So it ends in two I's. Jamii.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. But of people to the things you just uploaded it. Just like people or whatever
that's
did
how
it.
that works.
The state has to disclose
Which was
who contribute.
definitely one of the reasons why they did that, for sure.
Yeah. So it just did it, Sean. That's scary, man.
Pretty brutal. I think I have internet again, which is great.
Another thing you can the tax is just ridiculous is that the biosphere there's pretty small.
Oh yeah.
So getting a significant amount of money from it.
No.
It's just a means of control.
Yeah.
It's to the European objective, but just completely different motivations. But the result is similar in a way.
I've been on this for too long because it's not technology and stuff. But have you looked into the things that were in addition in so it recently passed a law? Is it 100% in? I don't think it's 100% in for a little while. But essentially, marijuana is like legal and stuff, and you can grow your own and blah 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 blah. blah. And most of the population up here seemed to be fairly happy about that. Also, in that bill, there was a bunch of other things, like you're not allowed to be pulled over without any form of cause or suspicion, and like all this other stuff.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, you should look into it. It's pretty nuts. People are pretty upset about that, and it just got passed through because everyone was just like, and there's a bunch of other terrorists.
It's named his room.
You just sold me your soul.
Not it. Yeah.
Anyways, we should take a little intermission from the everyone's trying to be evil WAN show
To our sponsors?
to so yeah, if you're trying to run a business in a country where you can do that, use FreshBooks. It is a super simple to use invoicing tool that makes it so you can send invoices in like less than 3 seconds. You can generate them super quick. You can check to see if the person that received your invoice is actually it. You can track your time with their timesheet function. You can manage your expenses to keep track of who owes you what, which is actually super helpful. When you're starting a new business, especially a very small business, maybe where you are the only person in the business, whatever your country calls that. I think it's sole proprietorship here.
Yeah.
If you're running something like that, these little bits of paperwork, just creating an invoice, checking to see if that person received the invoice, checking to see who owes you what, all these different little things can take a huge amount of time. So the fact that you can just get one in 30 seconds, the fact that FreshBooks can manage all your expenses and expense things for you, you can just take a picture of the receipt, it handles the rest, all that kind of stuff, is actually super freaking helpful. It also has a feature that tells you, oh, I just read the same note again. It tells you when clients look at their invoice for the first time so that you know that they've seen it at all. If you have any questions and you feel that you need to reach out and ask their staff, you can just do that and you'll speak directly to a real human. There's no phone tree, no escalations, no return calls or anything. You just talk directly to a person, which is great.
God, yes.
It's nice. It's
Yes.
very nice. FreshBooks.com/WAN and enter WAN in the How Did You Hear About a section to sign up for a free trial. And access. PIA. So I believe actually VPNs are currently attempting to be used in Uganda to get past the taxation of social services thing. But Uganda's trying to ban VPNs. If you're a viewer from there, you can use this for a little while, maybe until SPs ban it out.
Real quote from their president too, being like, "More expensive of a VPN than it is just to pay."
Yeah, except you're a sketchy dude. But whatever. It supports a variety of VPN protocols and types of encryption and authentication, allowing you to dial in the exact level of privacy protection you need. It supports apps for Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS. In here it has Linus, but I assume that means Linux, and Google Chrome with support for some. Usually they do.
Personal phones have to too.
A rule. When you can take check out today in the link in the video description, or just like here. Whoop, boop, boop. Yeah,
Let's tickle you.
Oh,
I was like, eek.
that would have been
close.
exciting.
It's in here for that.
It is. Additional features of PA include IP cloaking, which sounds super sweet. Browsing anonymously, which is sort of the point. You can avoid teasing, being blocked from social sites. You can block unwanted connections, which is cool. An advanced firewall. You can unblock websites, which is what I think a lot of kids in school and stuff use it for. Because even I know some campuses, if you live in the dorms and have internet to your dorm, there's certain websites that are even blocked there, and it's just like, dude, come on. And you can save money. And then I think we have Colton here for a special announcement.
I see his feet.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, actually, hold on.
Sweet.
This is supposed to go up a little bit more. Can you guys?
You can just change it now.
You know what? And you have to change it.
You can't change that.
Looks great.
This is the tech shirt. It's pretty cool.
Looks really good.
So, do you
Can I have that pin?
This is the tech linked pin.
It's a sick pin.
This pin is very, very good. So, it's gonna be.
Spin this up, like a gentleman.
Are you going to?
There you go.
Are you gonna wear a suit?
I'm wearing something.
I want to wear one of those shirts.
I'm
It's like up there.
What are you doing?
Can you
Look
say
at this.
something?
Anyways, pretty much. So,
Listen to the stream.
yeah, exactly. Use this. Yeah. Before 15th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You guys should come. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be 20 PC land. Of course, there's gonna be Seuss is gonna be there. We're gonna be doing a triple-headed thing, which will be
Oh.
there will be a contest for who can Minesweeper will win like a brand new XP and ET.
I used to actually play that quite often. So
A bunch of systems on display. It's gonna be really cool. Actually, gonna merch on site tonight, including the shirts. For those of you that didn't get it with your tickets,
Including a secret merch that very few people know about.
oh, yes.
secrets.
It's gonna be sick. Only making 100. It's gonna be this. It's a spoiler.
So 2 scenes of the event, which are also secrets. This doesn't even know so that should be sustained. So
Cool.
if you and you see us, come chit chat. Is that we're
Get a picture.
here to hang out and chill. So it's gonna be really cool. Stuff on display. And
Yes. Is that
two probably gonna be there is gonna be just 2 cents.
nice?
Steve from Mercedes and Cleese.
Nice.
So I'm sure seeing some people. Experts are gonna be there.
From Spectrum System.
I'm probably missing people. Yes. Yeah. Don't. Some Expo, come pick up your tickets and we'll see you there.
People listening if we're
Okay.
streaming LTX.
So, sorry, I'm really bad at this. I'm streaming parts of it. So right here, we'll be streaming. We will do a few quotes and capture a few things. Details on coming soon.
Okay.
Great.
No replacement for being there, smelling us.
Wow.
Getting your nose right in there.
Once you can detect it. Sir.
You'll be forever changed by what you inhale at this event.
You choose for the next 20 minutes.
I don't know. I think, is there anything happy? Is there anything that's like something that isn't crushing their citizens?
This is kind of neutral, I think. And I think we have to talk about because it's a pretty big this week. Facebook's hate speech victims,
Yeah.
or maybe not erroneously, but a post contained a excerpt from the American Declaration of Independence. So,
Yeah.
the 4th of July. I forgot who it was. There's a Facebook page in Texas that was posting snippets from the Declaration, so they opened to they were uploading it, and I think it was
Days of Independence?
basically, and then on day 9 or something like that, the message saying your content has been taken down. So it doesn't specifically say which content.
Okay.
So an excerpt. They believe that it's this excerpt that contains.
Because one of them just wouldn't be. It's the easiest thing to figure out ever.
True. You're a critical thinker. They eventually like apologize and put it back. So, but the post was this little bit that refers to Native Americans as merciless Indian savages. So you can check the full quote by googling or like looking. My question to you, Luke, is should we just put it back?
Wow. Okay. That's, okay. I think I'm American. Some people know this. I have passports for both countries. I was every single residential day in Canada. I've ever had a residence in America, but I technically have both citizenships. And technically, I'm like sort of more American than I am Canadian because I'm technically a second-class Canadian citizen. And the government can deport me at any time for any reason without a trial.
Yeah, so what's your buddy?
Great. Yeah, I
Geez,
don't have to watch it because I can be kicked out at any time. Citizenship, like more stable, even though I lived there. It's weird. I don't know what was in there. That's pretty aggro.
It's interesting because
Aggro.
it's like I will go out in a second where them kind of define something that was basically just not programmable. Is this you could maybe show this, but this because it's a document.
Well, certain historical things. This is weird. We're going down a weird path for the land show. This is not technology, but I don't think history should be changed. Personally, I don't think a book should be edited that was published in the past, because I don't think because I think knowing mistakes that happened in the past is a valuable thing. I think knowledge is more important than other things generally.
It isn't abridged doesn't mean that it should be able to be broadcast.
Just because it isn't abridged, is that
Just blurred. Don't
the
change.
Declaration of Independence is still that's an important document, right? It's a government document,
Yeah.
so I don't really think it should. No, I think it should be left alone.
So they should be, but it's the same as like leaving it alone is not the same as broadcasting it.
I don't know, man.
It's,
I think it should be. It should depend on the context. Personally, Facebook is its own entity. It's not a government thing, so they can do whatever they want. They could be posting that on this website, and people believe that only would just not use the website. It's a private thing. But with their stance on things in general, I think it would depend. So this is I just have to give an opinion based on what I think they would do, because I think they're allowed to do whatever they want. Some things, it would depend on the context. If a person was like, screw these people because it says this in the Declaration of Independence, and I think Facebook would then step in and want it taken down. If they're just saying, this is the 20 days until independence, we're going to slowly walk people through the Declaration of Independence because it's fairly long and no one's going to read this whole post in one little digestion as we go through. And you just happen to get to that part. I personally think Facebook would be fine with that because I don't think the intent is there. I don't think there was malice
cool.
built into it.
Even sure if there was malice, if they get rid of it, maybe. I think that the same week, in sense,
Nonsense.
good sense. This page about a decades-old bill about sexual abuse is adult content. This page should be able to show ads anymore. So the page, which has for 6 years, contains strictly just information. It's only stuff. A book that shows sexual abuse in pornography from 1986. So everyone was like, this is. So the person who runs this website, which is US, which is just a research and training website, that person reached out to Google and tried to make an appeal to like this up and write a response saying no.
Denied.
Denied. The request to flag the page was denied. And that's the year from running. It's a important site. This page, because the bill's so old, doesn't get visited that much, so it's kind of a drop in the bucket for them. But if it wasn't, so it's because you can tell because the first one that they made a tweak to the rhythm.
Yeah.
Which would say
It's a manual thing right now. It's all machine learning, but still, the machine learning algorithm was like,
Barn, Jesus.
yeah. I'm surprised it got picked up by something, to be completely honest.
Just like, you can design and made a system, make these tweaks, and it just propagates. It affects so many people. It affects their bottom line. It affects their livelihood. It's just because you just can't have humans going through all these things. It's just too much content.
Yeah.
We should list content on the internet.
Making content now, man. Don't count jumps. For this, some news that you guys are probably like very directly interested in. Anyways, AMD has still not formally announced the B450 chipset, but listings for B450 bits from 3 major motherboard manufacturers have appeared in Austria and Germany. Some list some of these motherboards as in stock. Also note that the product will be ordered from their warehouse or distributor after an order is placed, which is essentially they're saying that they have, is confirming that they have availability. The store's own warehouse, but their distributor has some and they can get it from them.
Simply like a few days. So this announcement's going to be really.
The B450 MJ seems to be available immediately, and many of the boards don't appear on the manufacturer's websites yet, which is weird. A retail leak, which happens sometimes. It seems fairly unlikely.
The question is, why do these things always seem to happen in Germany?
In Austria, happened not that long ago too.
Always Germany. These German sites are always being Ages.
Yeah. Oh, wasn't it like Canada that leaked all of Bethesda's E3 stuff? I don't remember what it like. What was it? I can't remember the name. Post-apocalyptic.
Oh,
Oh, that makes sense. But no, H2 is Rage.
History 2.
Rage Carry 2.
It was a movie. It was the sequel to Carrie. 80s or 2000s.
Rage 2 was no mic. It's just one person spamming no mic, but everyone seems to be hearing what I'm saying.
You're looking, James. There's mics here.
None. There is absolutely no
Not a single mic.
mic. But this is Rage 2 was leaked by Walmart somewhere. I'm not necessarily sure where. Oh, we're on the wrong banner. It's not like the sponsor is going to be too mad at us. Yeah, so I don't know. That's cool. There are AMD boards coming. Sales for initial public offering. They filled with an offering size of $100 million. A placeholder amount used to calculate fees that is likely to change.
Would you?
I because of that thing I mentioned earlier, I can't really invest in stock market because both countries want to tax me. So
Would you?
who knows? I could. I would do more research into them because I don't know enough about them right now. I would not feel comfortable right now, but I would want to do more research. It seems like Apple and Google are trying to very aggressively take over that space, and neither of them seems to be buying Sonos right now. So I would be concerned.
What's interesting is almost because of that, because of the competition in the space, you need money. And Ring of Public Ring is a fundraising activity, essentially. So, I don't think
Yeah, that's right now. But
this clip, though, is this year, Christmas Beam, which just came out, which is a bar, it has Alexa right now. So it's kind of Alexa and Google Assistant on the same device. I've never seen. I don't think Assistant does that. People just have Assistant for one task and then just let.
there's a few things that the overlap isn't very good. Like there's in the Venn there is definitely the outer circles.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I didn't read specifically that Siri is going to be on the same device as these other assistants.
Okay.
It wouldn't be surprised if there was and then the everyone else model, because I don't wanting Siri to be on the same device as Google Assistant. You answer this question. Answering the same question.
Right.
Side by side.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm just gonna go. Hey you. I don't know. It says mainstream SD drive. That's pretty neat. This model is going for $74, which I believe is 250 gigs, and the 1 terabyte model is on sale for $299.
Some Steam leaks. You click the link though. You got to see.
Okay.
You get to see
All right.
which games have the most players.
It only works for people that have achievements outside of.
Games have developer achievements specifically.
Yeah.
So it's, I think it's actually over half.
13,000 out of 23,000. Yeah.
Yeah, over half the games on there. You can see the list. I think you went to the wrong link actually.
Did I?
If you go to the R's one.
Medium. You guys gonna see the dock for a second? Oh my goodness!
Don't look at my. Scroll. It's looking sim. Actually,
Oh.
it pleases me.
What?
Is it there?
Oh my.
I failed you. Just 2 is in the lead.
Hey. Is this gonna work?
Here, there.
Where?
Farther down.
They've got this stuff. Oh hey. Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike, PUBG. Player estimate. More people playing TF2? What? Really?
It's them though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really care. I'm surprised by some of this stuff. Like Robocraft. I've never even heard of that. Apparently I just downloaded this CSV. Sweet. I needed it for sure. This mod is that high. Wow. Paladins. I thought they were super dead. They have a lot of players. Did they go free or something?
What if it was just from the time period that it was popular?
Was Paladins ever popular?
Ever heard of it?
I've heard of it, but I didn't think it ever did very well.
Maybe it's big in a different market or something. It seemed like a cool thing. Do people see it in India and
I think so.
Brazil and stuff?
I think so. Pretty sure.
Can we let these people go on trips now?
I think we can.
Yeah.
Mr. To this, hopefully make you your government because this was an interesting WAN show. But yeah, it's not. Have a good one. Hey.
You make your best sound effect.
Thank you, LTX. Good boy.
He's a good boy.
Good boy.